All right. Good afternoon, family. Hopefully, everyone is doing wonderful today. Last week, Hurricane Helene began to make landfall and went up through Florida, through Georgia, Carolina, Tennessee, what have you. And in its path, left a lot of destruction. Not just uprooted trees and water damage, wind, but wiped out whole little towns, right? Destroying bridges and roads and highways and buildings, making it difficult for people to get in out of certain places or getting supplies to certain places. Loss of power, loss of life. I want to say about 100 plus people are presumed to be dead so far. With through Hurricane Katrina, and when I went back home to New Orleans to see my neighborhood, the devastation of the hurricane, you can't really grasp it until you really see it. Especially when you see houses that are ripped off their foundation. Now there are people that say that again that this hurricane made its path through sundown towns, which I spoke of sundown towns in one of the previous videos. For those that don't know what a sundown town is, go do your own research, right? Do your own due diligence. And I'm not here to say whether that's true or not, but I will say this: when the Most High began to judge, He's not just going to just pick these little towns and cities. Those are just warnings. That's what I would say. Those are just warnings. When the destruction, when the judgment comes, He's going to judge the whole place. Because remember, America itself is rooted in that ideology, right? America itself is rooted in that ideology. So, again, just like what He did with Sodom and Gomorrah, He looked for, a few people that were righteous, and at the end of the day, those that were righteous came out, and those that were not, He destroyed everything that was connected to it, a part of it, supported it. So anyway, but like I said, looking at the infrastructure, looking at all the things that were, affected. What a lot of people are not looking at is the fact that that's on the East Coast. Now here on the West Coast, they're preparing for a strike. A lot of these ports, the unions that are, the unions that are involved in this strike have told their people, come Tuesday, they're going to go on strike. And remember, these ports are located in various cities. Again, Texas, California, so on and so forth. Some of the major cities in those states. And these ports supply about 65% of the supply, right? Food, toiletries, whatever, supply through the country. So if you have cities that are already affected on the East Coast from this hurricane, and now this strike is coming, just imagine what's coming down the proverbial pipeline. Like I said, family, it's like a perfect storm. Pardon the expression, but it's like a perfect storm. And a lot of people are not paying attention. People are getting caught up in, you know, gossip on social media, you know, the propaganda, the political distraction. They're not looking at how all these things are being done, that essentially is really putting a strain on the whole economy, on top of the fact there's already a strain on the whole economy. But again, people would rather get caught up in foolishness and, you know, celebrity gossip and other distractions. But for those of you that are really paying attention, get yourself together, man. Stay focused. With that being said, as usual, peace, love, shalom.